If you've ever been affected by a narcissist, you need to watch this video. Here's the one thing that nobody tells you about narcissism, and it will completely change how you see everything. Now stay with me, because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to free yourself without losing sleep, yourself, or your sanity. Let's clear something up. Narcissism is not vanity. It's not just about someone talking about themselves consistently. At its core, narcissism is a deeply fragile self that needs constant validation for survival. Now, the confidence that narcissists often show is armor. Underneath is somebody who never learned they were enough just as they are. Strong narcissistic traits often develop in childhood in one or two ways. One way is through emotional neglect, where a child actually learns that vulnerability is dangerous and creates an inflated sense of self as a way to earn love. Or through excessive idolization, where a child grows up being told that they're special, they're never wrong, and then therefore also has a hard time to tolerate being wrong or just ordinary. And add a genetic temperament that is more sensitive to rejection or more driven through status, and the pattern takes hold. Now here's the part that most people have never heard, and it's going to make you look at the people around you very differently. Everybody has narcissistic traits: wanting admiration, protecting your ego, or maybe struggling to empathize when under stress. And that's completely human. The question, however, is how extreme and how rigid. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Subclinical narcissism, which is basically being able to cause real damage to people through these traits without meeting the clinical threshold of narcissistic personality disorder, is rewarded every single day in society. In workplaces and social media, and also in families. Now, these environments don't just tolerate narcissistic traits, they actually applaud it. Which is why most people never question it. Here's what surprises a lot of people about narcissism. Narcissism and people-pleasing look like complete opposites, but they're actually driven by the same exact fear, which is, I'm not enough to be loved as I really am. And with this fear, the narcissist inflates while the people-pleaser shrinks. Both are performing, and both are fearful of rejection. And what's really interesting is that both of them are magically drawn to each other until eventually the pleaser is completely depleted. And now this is exactly where narcissism causes the most damage. Romantic relationships demand the one thing that the narcissistic system was built to avoid, which is vulnerability. In the beginning, you get love bombing, you get intention, you get intensity, and you get this feeling like you're the most special person alive. But the moment it becomes real, with needs, with limits, with opinions of your own, that's when the devaluation starts. Criticism, withdrawal, gaslighting, and the hot and cold behaviors that keep you consistently downing yourself. It's because your realness threatens everything they've built. And the most cruelest part is, the more you love them, the more they pull away. Because intimacy was the one thing that their system was built to avoid. So what do you do? And here's what most people never get told. First, stop trying to make them see you. You'll be waiting for years to get acknowledgement from a system that was never built to give you that. Second is detach from their reactions. It says something more about their world and not about your worth. Third, also set limits and boundaries to how you engage with them, not to change them, but to protect your own self. Number 4 is stop over-explaining. I know you want to do it, but stop doing it. They will only use your words against you. And finally, and most importantly, grieve the person you wish they were. Not the person they showed you who they were at the start, but the person that you needed them to be. That grief, when you allow yourself to feel it, is what actually will set you free. Grieving the person you wish they were is the moment you stop living in their story and you start living in yours.